Okay, we're going to talk about a part of your body that is so smart, so powerful, people are calling it your second brain. It's this unsung hero, that's quietly pulling the strings on everything from your mood to your immune system. Are you ready to meet it?
So if I were to ask you, what's your body's most important organ? You'd probably say, oh, the brain, maybe the heart, right? But what if I told you there's another powerhouse in there, a kind of hidden engine that's just as vital to how you feel every single day?
That unsung hero? It's your gut. Yep, your gut. And I'm telling you, it is so much more than just a tube for your food. It's this incredibly complex, intelligent system that's in constant conversation with your brain, and it's influencing your health, your emotions, and even the choices you make.
And when I say powerhouse, I am not exaggerating one bit. The scale of what the gut does is, well, it's kind of staggering. Let's just look at some of the numbers.
For starters, get this. A whopping 2/3 of your entire immune system is located right there, in your gut. Think about that for a second. That makes your gut the absolute command center for your body's defense against getting sick.
And on top of that, it's like a sophisticated little hormone factory. It pumps out more than 20 different, unique hormones that control everything from how hungry you are to how happy you feel. So, yeah, calling it just a digestive tube really doesn't do it justice. And here's a fun little fact for you. Most of us actually get the location of our stomach wrong. It's way higher up than you probably think, right below the left nipple. So that stomachache you feel sometimes, odds are it's actually your gut, located a bit lower down, trying to tell you something's up.
All right, to really understand how this whole system works, let's do something fun. We're going to follow a piece of cake on its incredible journey through your digestive system.
So, the adventure starts in your mouth. Your tongue, it acts like a super skilled traffic cop, perfectly moving that food right into the path of your powerful jaw muscles. It's this really carefully controlled start to a pretty long trip.
I just love this quote because it really captures the hidden elegance of what's going on inside us. We don't think about it, right? But even something as basic as swallowing is a total masterclass in biological coordination.
I mean, in a split second, more than 20 pairs of muscles work together in perfect harmony to guide that piece of cake down your throat. It is a flawless performance, a little ballet that happens hundreds of times a day, and you never even have to think about it. It's amazing.
Okay, so the cake has made it past the first checkpoint. Now it's about to enter a completely different world. It's time to meet the real and very tiny residents of your gut, your microbiome.
I want you to think of your gut as this bustling, microscopic city, home to trillions of bacteria, fungi, and viruses. This world inside you is more diverse and more densely populated with different species than any rainforest or coral reef on the entire planet.
This just gives you a little sense of the massive scale of this inner universe. I mean, it looks like a galaxy, but it's living inside you right now. And what's wild is that each of us has a completely unique bacterial fingerprint. It's your own personal microscopic cosmos.
And I just had to share this quote because it so perfectly captures this idea that these microbes, they're not just passive passengers along for the ride. Oh no, they are active, hungry participants in your digestion. And trust me, they are very excited about that piece of cake you just sent their way.
But these bacteria, they do way more than just digest your food. They're also communicating with your brain. And that brings us to maybe the most fascinating part of this whole story, the gut-brain connection. It might sound like a metaphor, but it's really not. Your gut has its own incredibly complex neural network called the enteric nervous system, and it's lined with over 100 million neurons. That's more neurons than you have in your entire spinal cord, which is exactly why scientists have nicknamed it the second brain. So how do these two brains talk to each other? Mostly through something called the vagus nerve. Think of it like a superhighway of information, a direct phone line sending constant updates from your gut right up to your brain. And here's the kicker, about 90% of those signals travel from the gut to the brain, not the other way around. It's influencing your emotions from anxiety to happiness.
This right here is the real science behind what we call a gut feeling. It's your second brain remembering how your body physically felt in similar situations in the past. Have you ever met someone new and you just get a bad vibe you can't logically explain? That could literally be your gut's network sending a warning signal upstairs based on subtle cues it's picking up, long before your conscious brain has even had a chance to catch up.
So, what does all of this actually mean for you in your day-to-day life? Let's talk about some of the really practical ways your gut might be trying to get your attention.
Well, if you've ever felt car sick, that's your gut-brain connection going into overdrive. Your brain is getting these conflicting signals from your eyes and your inner ears, and it mistakenly thinks you've been poisoned. But there are some simple things you can try to calm it all down. Focus on the horizon, chew on some real ginger, or you could even try this neat little pressure point trick. And it's a super simple but really effective technique. The spot is called the P6 point, and you can find it about 3 finger widths below your wrist, right between the 2 main tendons. If you apply some firm pressure there, it's actually been shown in a ton of scientific studies to help relieve nausea. And what about cravings? Ever wonder where they really come from? Okay, here's a mind-blowing thought. They might not actually be your cravings. Your gut microbes can actually influence what you want to eat by releasing chemicals that make you feel good when you eat what they want. It's like you're not just eating for one, you're eating for trillions.
So, the next time you have one of those gut feelings, you'll know it isn't just some random hunch. It's your second brain talking to you, sending you data based on a really deep physical wisdom. So the only question left is, are you going to listen?